It's a pleasure to come your way. I'm Dominic by name. I want to present an inspirational talk with you, and I hope that this will help you or help somebody that is around you. Today, I want to talk on fighting depression. Well, it's one of these ailments that you don't know that a lot of persons have been faced with, and sometimes even you almost fall into it unless you have to treat yourself with something which maybe is not very obvious, but you did something to stop yourself from falling into depression. And some of these things are the things I want to talk about. Having interact with people, counsel people, and all of such, I found that there is one common thing that makes people fall into depression. Well, it could not be one of those conventional methods, but it sure does. Hear me. It sure does. It heals and it can help. Every person who ends up falling into depression, which is a sickness on its own, hear me, falls into it by the voices they hear. There is a voice that makes people sink into depression. And that voice have a support base, which are the events that must have happened to such a person. The situation, the economy, the pain, the trauma, things are not working, and all of that can make somebody fall into depression before the person realizes it. And that is why you must guide against the voice you hear out of that situation. That is why depressed people who have slided already into depression, end up giving you reason. They give you their support base why they are depressed. And those reasons are genuine. But one thing they do not know is that the voice of those events can sometimes misinterpret things. It makes them see things the way they should see things in order for them to fall into depression. But I want you to know one of the ways to fight depression is to fight what you hear in your mind. Fight the thought that comes from those situations, those events, those traumas, those bad times, those bad experiences. Find a way to fight those voices. Those voices will always speak to your mind. Once accepted, they leave you depressed. They leave you depressed. The situation around the nation, the world, the globe is enough to to cause people to slide into depression today. But hear this: you must make sure you guard your mind, the thoughts that comes into your head. That is why what you listen to, who you listen to, matters a lot. It matters a lot. If your mind is sliding or slided into depression, then one of the way to fight it is not just by medication alone. Well, those may be some of the things that could help a mind that is depressed. Well, this is not one of those medications. This is just vitamin E. But you must understand that one of the things that people does to slide out of it, one of the method that could be very useful is that you begin to govern your mind with the right thought. Rather than allowing the experiences of your past to speak to you or your present experiences to interpret things to you, you must learn how to give interpretation to situation. And the interpretation you give to situation should be the interpretation that suits you and suits your mind. Because what you take in matters a lot. So, in order to handle depression, mind what you listen to. For as he thinks in his heart, so is he. You become what you think. You become what the thoughts you accept. And that thought is what brings depression. In the same vein, the exciting words that you hear is what keeps your heart gladdened. It keeps your heart motivated. It keeps your heart going. You must learn to give interpretation to things in order to save your head from depression. And one of the ways to do that again is that you name things for what they are. Don't allow situations to name things, because situations have lying tongues. It tells you the things that situation wants you to hear. And of course, whenever pains wants you to feel pain. Whenever frustration comes, he wants you to feel frustrated. That is the language of pain. That is the language of frustration. So which language are you taking in? Rather, what you should see, you should see hope in things. You should see joy in things. You should see love in things. For as he thinks in his heart, so is he. This is one method by which you can be free from depression. Listen to what you hear and change it in order to suit you. And by so doing, you will free yourself from depression. Medications can keep you asleep, but when you get up, you face the same issue again. Let the word of God abide in your heart. Once this word gets into your heart, keep it. Don't let it go away. He said, buy the truth and sell it not. I guess as you listen to this, it will help you to begin to re-examine the voice that you hear in order to stay happy, free. It begins from the mind. Your joy begins here, your pains begins here. Reinvent your mind and see yourself begin to take a new direction. I love you. I hope you enjoy a beautiful day. A day that is free from depression. You are out of work, sleep, relax, and enjoy the rest of your day. Don't let work get into you. God bless you. I hope you have a good day. Bye.